Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. The Supreme Court just handed the Trump administration another big win, and the radical left is scrambling because they know it is just the beginning. The fallout is happening, and they are in full damage control. But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. The Supreme Court of the United States just handed a 6-3 ruling that is devastating the left because it takes on one of the things that is near and dear to their heart, and that is the NGO graft machine. And in this case, we're talking about $4 billion that Trump is seeking to eliminate from the federal budget because he is using something called a pocket rescission. And this pocket rescission, it is one of the first that he has tried to exercise. And the Supreme Court has sided with him in a 6-3 ruling. Of course, the left-wing justices in this case are not on his side. The three lefty women that are on the Supreme Court, they just did not agree with him at all. We have Elena Kagan and Sotomayor and KBJ, again showing their partisan roots, and they are not going to side with anything that he does, but it's really too bad because they are outnumbered on the court. And another thing that they didn't really like about this is on the quick turn docket. And the quick turn docket has been one of the means of the Supreme Court to fight back against the rogue judges who have sought to sabotage the Trump administration. So these $4 billion, it was going into the foreign NGO machine, and this is what a lot of the wailing and caterwauling and gnashing of teeth in the left-wing media is really all about, because Trump is hitting their slush funds. He's going after their graft machine. That is really what it all boils down to. So they may give lip service to justice and do some kind of meandering circular reasoning about why they oppose the Trump administration, but really when you think of it, it comes down to money. He went after USAID. He's going after the foreign funding of a lot of these NGOs. And so George Soros, all of these left-wing billionaire funding apparatus of the Democratic Party, they're getting cut off at the spigot. And so it trickles down, activist groups, NGOs, whining and complaining in the media. That is what's going on. Has nothing to do with principle. It has to do with your money that you work for. And if they don't get it from you in taxes, they're getting from you in inflation with the money printing. So the radical left, they are stealing from us, and Trump is putting an end to it. And the Supreme Court is agreeing with him on foreign policy grounds that he has authority to decide where that money goes. So weigh in with your thoughts. What do you think about this victory for the Trump administration? We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.